Maybe. Very sweaty right now. Been outside all morning finally. I was not gonna miss out. I'm gonna just jump right into it also. Good morning, any fellow human beings that chance upon this stream. Trying something a little new earlier. Well, not new, but new to me. And proportions are a little off. And it was the first time I was using that flex tube. And, well, mylar tubing. Trying to fix my collar. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day so far. Morning, Messiah. Nice out. Storm start around 3 or 4. Got some warm pants coming in the mail also. But yeah, proportions are a little off. I'm gonna see it swim before I change the angle though, because I know that'll slurp out. And you know, I'll do that now. Move this so I can. You know what I need? I need to bring my hat holder, because then I can use that to rest my arm when I'm cutting deer hair. Like a wooden hat holder. But it's bucktail and deer hair. As first go, I'll fill you in on the name. I know it's a shad. Silver shad. I couldn't get the belly quite as chubbed up as the one in the book, but I was really using this as an opportunity to tinker. It's also a little too small for the rattlers, but oh my gosh, it's just a matter of my hands figuring out what the material wants to do, and I think they just did. Gotta figure out what to add this on. I'm really excited for these. Any little bit helps, because my presentation obviously is not going to be very good. However, ooh, tent is on the way. Hey Victoria, good morning. Good morning, VIP. Yellowbeard! Hope you find golden. Yeah, hello, Miss Jean. I do hope you're having a fantastic day as always. Right on. I hope your day's going, Yellowbeard. So, in between choices, because when I have tires block, which is a lot, because without getting out there, really backed by no experience, but keeping busy. In between a royal lady streamer, Hise, and looking up how to finally tie mallard tent style, and then also because it looks so fancy, but it's so simple. Queen of Hearts. And this is a really good example. I've flipped through this book 1,000 times, and I always somehow notice something new, kind of based off of unlocked abilities, so to speak. Not really unlocked, but like familiarized. And some I do pass because I still have that like voice in my mind that's like, ugh. I don't know if my hands can do that yet. Alright, so this is a streamer. Royal Lady. Instead of chenille, I was just gonna use black dubbing. Yeah, I was doing just like picking up outside, starting on that, because it's really hard to figure out what to work on when. It's just everything needs worked on, so blasting it away bit by bit. Like with a sandblaster, but instead of like a million like grains of sand like per second or what have you, it's like 1 grain of sand per second. Trying to blast away rust. Shoot, what am I doing? Oh yeah. Why did I start so far away? The more I tie, the more I'm able to like pick up on as far as like things that I do with my own hands. Like for a long time I noticed I finally noticed my things were slipping all over the place, twisting. When I went this way, I loosened tension ever so slightly. So now I asked Dave Hise for glue recommendations, and he's like, you don't need glue. Dude is righteous. But I told him the issue, and he said wrap or tie close and even pressure. Something along those lines. Get a hackle feather. Oh, they're here. I've been finally able to sit and respond to people. I'm just like mind blown. Because really you know how like life stuff happens and you lose like all control of like the day to day, just like is what is until it's not. And you just gotta, stay busy, normal stuff. But it did not ease up for a good long time. And I mean, kind of the worst possible way to ease up, however, starting to finally get some form of new rhythm, because I had to recently move back into my childhood home. Moved back in with my mom because she cannot live alone, no way, and nor would I want her to. I quite like my mom. She has really good taste in music, so she was a disco queen. Do, 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 do. So, not sure how many. It looks pretty dang tufty on this pattern. I can never quite gauge, so I just assume it's a pattern to pattern thing. Like there's no proper proportions or set proportions, I should say. There are guides, like if you look up wet fly proportions and dry fly proportions. There. About a shade. Nah, well, I think I might have used a shank that's just a hair too long. And these confuse me a little bit, I'll totally be real, but I really like tying them, I'm trying to. But the dry hackle on wet flies or streamers, I'm not sure what, I feel like if I knew more about the utility behind it, I would know how to better choose proportions. And sometimes even after putting it in water, I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to see here, but I'm also not fish, I don't think. No. I'm just gonna go all the way down. I probably should have used some, oh wait, no I did. I could have used thinner thread. For these flat bodies, these heroin sheiks. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sorry. I'm so used to tying and not being able to think, because just kind of been overdoing it in the organization department. But got a little sun and I can think now. I have to get used to being able to again. Gotta get used to being able to remember stuff. How's the weather changing by y'all? It's already definitely like all I can think of is stew. Like, well, just boiled anything on hands with a bunch of pepper. I'm also making a list of stuff I could find locally. I keep forgetting balsa wood and balsa dowels. I just don't know. Maybe oh shoot. Alright, well it's somewhere. Maybe I shall walk all the way back here. Stumped. Oh wait. No. Okay. I misplaced my crystal flash. And then going through a lot of extremely random stuff. And you know something? I could have sworn I found it and I thought to myself, oh, that's where it is. Every single time that happens and I don't grab it, I somehow never run into it again with my eyes. Oh, fate, like, shoot. guess I would have had to been sitting here. Why wouldn't I have put it there? I mean, I guess I could just use... Sure, there's just black in here. What the hell? Oops. Well, it's not interesting, but ooh, this brown has some sheen to it. Maybe we can mix it with black. Dry flat. I made some black dubbing in the beginning. Is that what? Mm-hmm. Let me just scan like 1 or 2 more times. It has to be right here. Trying to sneak up on it. Is it under something? Oh, jeez. It's in the tinsel, like scrap tinsel. Right on. Ooh. Tight lines and straight hooks indeed, VIP. And gold and rest of the day. 11:27 here in Southeast Florida. About to go outside after this and get some sun, and hopefully a sunburn, I'll be honest. I keep missing the dang sun during the day because I've been working through the night. Stuff like this, I don't know. I focus way more. And like when I say organizing, I'm talking like down to the screw, saw blades, tools and supplies. I don't know what they are yet. So a mix of putting things away but also looking stuff up, and I'm wondering if I should just use chenille because like it's maybe more absorbent than, and maybe it's chenille for a reason. Get closer. Just do like 2 or oh. I should no. No. Tinsel. Let me look. Maybe just 2. Ow. I'm real stoked on the 10. I can't stop thinking about it. A little like burnt out on the Peanut Island idea. Not idea. I'm definitely gonna. That's better than nothing right now. But I have to get the canoe up. Because you're paying $30 a night, and you can only stay 3 nights, 3 like consecutive nights once a month. And let's see what else. Which that's fine, because like, you know, spend a few nights and then plan for the next go, plan and tie for the next go. And I found a perfect spot, I think. Like, as ideal as you can get, I feel like, in that area. It's very shallow. It's the intercoastal. And, so, for the most part, it's about 10, 15 feet around it. But, oh, let me get this. Don't pay any mind to these stickers. I did not put them on it. It was a used computer. Sorry. Didn't mean to be so aggressive. But put some breast milk on it. Why? And like, I don't know, I have to, quite honestly, perhaps maybe pay someone to remove them, because I'm not a squeamish person, but the thought of like trying to get like all that adhesive off, like, ugh, I can't. Not right now. Alright, so let me get to where it is. I should probably close some tabs. Okay. Now, Peanut Islands. Let me just, 1 second. Let me get it to where it's about the same. Yeah. So, here's the area. I know it's going to be mirrored. I could take the phone off the thing, but still, the phone holder itself is quite tough. The phone usually goes flying when I put it in anyway. But anyways, so shoot, this is harder than I thought. Alright, there's the inlet. Oops, wrong way. It's mirrored. So that's the inlet. This is the inlet going to the ocean, and the span islands. The original Coast Guard station is here, and this little cutout, a lot deeper than the turning basin for cruise ships or large things. I'm still learning a lot more about the area. I really just want to like go and watch, but I have to get down there. Port Palm Beach. So here's the little fishing dock, and that's the shoot, my bad. This is screwing me up so much. All right, this is the channel. You see the deeper. The soundings are in fathoms, so you just times the big number by 6 and then plus the little number, and nice little deep channel here. Pretty much everywhere else very shallow. So, get up here, and then alright, so shoot, there's that channel, and there's that channel. Oops, there's that channel. And there's that fishing dock. It's got 2 cleaning stations. But it would just be nice to be able to have access to 24-hour fishing where like cops aren't going to get called, and could go around and test a bunch of shallow spots but at different tides and fly fish. There's a huge sandbar, so that and I posted a video of the last sandbar party that kind of happened at a random, and that sandbar will be full of people. Someone commented on it. I totally forgot about it. So it came up. Sandbar party. It's quite surreal. If you look up, like, I guess Florida woman Jaime Lyn sandbar party. I can see if that's what I made it. Oh, I do have it. I'll just play it real quick. Ah! Sorry. I don't want to have to mute like random portions of streams because I get accosted by. And that's Blue Heron Bridge right there. That's the one. All my dive footage and pictures usually under that bridge. Believe it or not, it's a world-renowned dive spot. Like if you look up Phil Foster Park, that's it. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna do it, am I? I just want it to be like as smooth as I can get it. Why am I doing this again? Jesus. Oh, because I have now. Alright. I don't know why It's because So all I can think of is that tent. I'm beyond excited. A buddy recommended hammock tents. However, I needed something immediately for the beach also. Anywhere. It's cot, so you don't have to have it staked down, sand, concrete, no matter. And if you have to set it on concrete, like a tent pad, that's like a concrete slab, you're not directly on the concrete, so you don't have to worry about bringing a bunch of cushioning and stuff. Very unnecessary. Just do a little better with it like that, because I glue it down. But I like when it looks chromed out. Oop. Oh, jeez, sorry. Should be better at this with how long I have been hitting live on my phone for. But I really just tinker. Hey, Waymond. And Rusty. Damn, y'all. How are y'all doing today? Glad I woke up early today. I looked at the weather last night, and I knew if I worked through the night that I would miss any chance of sunlight. Because sometimes I'll just focus more on getting something done than staying alive. Where's that little thing? These scissors are glorious. Do you believe gonna try to make it to the flea market? Try to find furniture, shelves. Alright, so that's one. Hey, Vibo! I think too, like, it feels like a totally different season. I mean, it has for me for a while, because, you know, I might be a little wee bit of a bitch when it comes to the cold, but I'm working on it. Insulated pants on the way. So, new lease on life. I'm gonna enjoy winter this time. Just nobody has a working heater in Florida. And those who do, geez, if you're in Lake Worth, you're paying for it. Holy trucks. Shoot. Maybe I'll just use doesn't. I should have done that before. I mean, I don't mind if it gets torn apart, because then I'll know what how like long it lasts on. I don't know. Will I even remember that I didn't put anything on it? Probably not. Ah, this stuff is super sturdy. I do like, and it makes it so shiny. Oop, I didn't mean to put more. Fine. There's like a perfect bead stuck at the end. So anytime I touch it, just more flows onto it. Or up and out of the tube. Yeah, people just blow my mind. I'm not gonna watch the news anymore. Like, it's just, I don't know. I constantly forget more and more, I should say, not constantly. Because I used to be pretty decent at reminding myself that the internet and the real world are two different places. It is like feeling like it's bleeding over, which obviously it's a little redundant to say. Like, I'm just meaning, like, if I were to ask, like, 50 people if they've seen, like, whatever the most viral meme is, how many people would just be like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about? Probably a good amount. And therefore, they're not, like, seeing all the... It's like a mental trap. Because it's never ending. And how are you going to trace all of human history? They don't even talk about artifacts. Yeah, my bad, Viva. I got in late, finally snuck away to do some laundry. Which, there's a washing machine here, but there is not a dryer. That has to change. Unfortunately, a lot of women's clothes has a ton of elastic in it, and so I don't air dry that stuff. I'll put it aside, or else it won't be like fitted anymore. It'll just be baggy and kind of rough. I feel like the elastic kind of has to heat back, like get heated back into shape, something. So wings. I had 2 out. I really need to grab the rolls of felt to put felt down. I think that would be a good move. Feathers and stuff I feel like would stay. Victoria. For some reason, I like them too, but I don't understand why. And I don't understand why they're always with the saltwater hooks in every saltwater shop. Aberdeen's. I haven't looked it up, which I probably should before, like, but they're so thin. Maybe for like rocky areas, so you can, you know, I don't know. This is my before breakfast thought. Okay. There. I'm not the best with feather wings. Pretty much any wings that aren't bucktail. Calf tail, but I can't get the tips together very well yet. And I have to find, oh, yeah, brilliant, hurricane shutter. I have a long Tupperware I found with a bunch of DVDs, so gonna use that to test lures for now. It's definitely the longest like basin I've come across. Well, potential basin. It's a storage bin. Will not be able to move it when it has water in it because it will just break. Never quite sure where to even place these. I'm gonna do it like that and then push them back. Oh. Son of a snatch. I mean, it's kind of cute. Oh, dang it. Well, maybe I could. Oh. Ah! Oh, sorry. Turn. I might have to substitute. Or can I do that? There's just like a little extra room. I don't know if I get it. Any fly tires in Florida can have the back room for free lessons. Serious. Got a notice in the mail that there's new interest in the area. So maybe one day someone would like to pass some knowledge over to someone else. I don't leave my house very often. Ah, son of a snatch. Eee. Okay. I'm just going to ensure they stay. They might be up too high, but that is going to be a lesson learned. And while that is drying, I'm going to grab the bin. I'm so stoked for this. I just haven't filled it with water yet. I was going to try to put it in here because I have a bench thing. Seamless. Where did I put this giant thing? Well, it's not giant. Look at this. Yeah. I mean, it's the longest thing I could find, so at least I'll be able to, see it move. So I'll just cover it with a storm shutter. Oop. What is that? Oh, batteries. Oh. Oh shoot, I forgot to scroll down. My bad, y'all. Yeah, the Aberdeen hooks are so thin. I have one up here. Well, here's like a really thick one. Which I don't know if this is an Aberdeen, to be fair. Very thick. But, I mean, pretty good size gape, and very... I need to finally look those up. Because everything is for a reason. Oop, I just slipped. Okay, I feel that sun nice and hot out there, so I think I'm going to definitely take advantage of some pre-storm sun. Finish moving the books. So says Hackle. It always specifies hand when it wants hand. tip save. If anyone has any pattern recommendations, just learning over here. Finally able to have a more permanent setup and buckle down on a few things I've been trying to pick up. Excuse me. I'm gonna go this way this time. Doesn't matter. Yes. Let's see. What's happening? Forever Shadow. Right on. Tying some flies. Learning to. Oop. No. Got it all roughed in there. In November it'll be a full year. Unfortunately, I got into tying the month, I believe the month, maybe the month after Popovich passed away. Oop, but she quickly became someone I wish I could have like seen. There's a bunch of tires like that, like obviously a lot of them have trails of literature behind them, but also like the presentations and stuff. Just seeing old footage is just what a sweet thing. Strategic creativity. I will say that hackle does look sparse in the so let's see what to do. Yeah. I'm just gonna cut this now. Hey. These might be a hair too erect, but I'll look at better heads eventually. See kind of like a little gap on the side. Oops. Oh. Oh. I chose that spot because there was like a rather large gap there on this side, and it was enough to make me do a slop. That was foul. Quite alright. Oh, I was having the time of my life last night. Shoot, I shouldn't have described it like that. Anyway, I was reading. I looked up if Sperry's should be worn with socks, like if you had to wear socks with them, and the forums were just amazing. I liked one dude's response where, man, I wish I remember the wording, but it was along the lines of like, the smell of his feet is less offensive than socks with Sperry's. Like the smell of his feet, like in the Sperry's all day, like is less offensive than wearing socks with the topsiders or the boat shoes anyway. So that might be a little too up. This is the pattern. Following until I get the proportions right. I could match it and stuff. That's pretty in pink. It looks like a fly. Like a. So I finally did bring my flat iron. But I want to drag it through water to see what happens. They're very, very thin, but they're like nice and bouncy feathers there. But I'm gonna try to finish the back area. Oh, yeah. It is hot out there, but it feels good. And needed to wake up, but I'm gonna try to get some more done out there before the storm. And well, it's a scattered thunderstorm, so it's been that every single day for as long as I can remember at this point. But on that note, I'm just gonna disappear. I am sweating buckets. Oh, Victoria, that sounds like paradise and your parts. My friend, like, he's doing a lot of renovations at his place right now. He does architectural salvage, and porch is like #1 on the. I found a load of cinder blocks and stuff just for a quick. There's like a paved carport in the front yard that was never finished. It's coral rock, so it is really pretty. It's probably won't last forever, but makes like legit porches. I can't get over it. I wish I could do that form of handcrafts. It's essentially a large scale, like between the molding, so many details you could add to things, and a lot of the stuff, like one of the windowsill around it, or the border around it, was an old picture frame, and they just cut it and like redid the angles and fit it into it. And I'm gonna finally practice some longhand inspiration with that, and been trying to find tiles, pretty much any kind, and I'm just gonna hoard them until I have enough to do the bathroom. I'd like to do it a bunch of different colors, and I like salvage because better chance of getting some old funky stuff. I could also glue them down a little bit. Like, that's honestly probably what I would do, I guess. But I'm not sure how they move, and I want to know both. Yeah, Victoria, same. I keep trying to like get myself out the door, but it's been one thing after another for a while. But I'm at the last few things that I have to like finish, and then could set sails essentially. And that's just getting this house back. I have a few more dressers to move, but there's kind of like old school windows back there and a pool table. It would be a really nice like creative space, honestly. Big windows, like can make a garden out there. But the pool table's already there. And it is really fun. Strategy, like anything like that, darts, video games, like strategy, hand to mind, or mind to hand. I think it's beneficial to at least have something. And it's like repetitive strategy. And like you don't run out. So like I like the sound it makes. I miss hearing other people play probably more than. But on that note, love y'all. I'll see y'all later. And if there's any things, and Victoria, please never hesitate. These are piling up. So if you fish any kind of style, more than happy to try to tie any kind of style. And I've just kind of been keeping myself occupied until I know what I can use. So I've just been tying a little bit of anything. Just flip a page and, oh, that's pretty. Because I do want to learn how to tie anything, because I think that's just ideal. I think I'd rather also like tie a fly for someone than like bake them a loaf of bread or something. Like that too, but I'm not capable of like going to someone's place empty-handed. I have to bring like a little treat, a little token of appreciation. Usually it's like a random handmade thing. I love the heck out of it. Sorry, I was trying not to. I really like it. Usually I have so much doubt, but I have that doubt, but just yeah, just really excited as well. Excited to get better. And it's not even about getting better, just like excited to learn more techniques and stuff. Because then pretty soon can start combining all the techniques and make some really unnecessary flies, probably. But there's no joy like I've ever found on this planet than what happens when you have one of these in your hand, a bobbin. There's probably some like ancient scrolls in here, huh? Anyways, happy trails, y'all. Oh, sourdough bread. That's something. In all realness, I really want to properly understand the mechanics of bread. I have made a few beautiful loaves. Beautiful. Very photogenic. Hard as rock. And like this is before this is like 6 years ago, I think, the last time I tried to make bread. I did try to make it once in a bread machine out in the swamp, and it just kind of was like dense bread. But it smelled and looked good, but yeah. Oh, I bet that is so fire. Sourdough is like the only bread that can eat a whole loaf without feeling awful after. And it like tastes good any which way. Ideal. Discord, perfect. Yeah. Bread is, I mean, it's in our DNA at this point, right? Like, and fishing. And carpentry, probably, hopefully. I wish I was in our DNA. I wish we had, like, innate carpenter skills. Have you true?